Salvete omnes, this is imamelia, also known as TheMartianGeek, and it's time for the extras of Super Mario Bros. 2. For this, I'll be showing off all the warp zones, all the shortcuts, and I'll be recapping where all the mushrooms and potions are. So, let's get right to it. So, for the first mushroom and first potion of 1-1, we want to climb this vine here, grab the first of these pickable item spots, and then force drop it. Watch out for the Shy Guy. And the mushroom will show up at the other edge of the platform. Later in the level, we have this 2-tile wide platform, and we can use it to bypass the entire underground section of the level if we're using Peach. It might work with Luigi too, I'm not sure. Not much of a skip, but it's something, and the second mushroom and potion are right here anyway, so I'll just go right to those. Go in here, and the mushroom will be right here. So there's another shortcut we can take, and we have to go back into the cave. Normally you go from the first section of the cave to the second section and go right into that door. But we can go left instead and come up here. Use a super jump to get up here unless you're using Luigi. Get the Shy Guy out of the way. And now we have to blow up that wall. And we have to be very precise with the timing. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get those other two. No, I can't. Just take a hit, apparently. So enter this door, and we immediately get to the boss room. Except it's the right side of it, way over here. Go across the ceiling, and there's Birdo. In 1-2, once again, you can skip the entire underground portion of the level if you have Peach or Luigi, and just go right to this platform. Now, the first potion is right here. And the first mushroom is right here. Moving on. The second potion for 1-2 is in the underground part of the level, and to get the mushroom you need to have blown up at least 2 of the 3 blocks here, because the mushroom shows up down here. One 2 also has a third potion associated with it. And this one doesn't seem to go to a mushroom. It makes sense, we've already seen the only 2 mushrooms. But you can use it to get some easy coins here, especially if you have Toad. The first potion of 1-3 is right next to this log bridge. Just put it up here, grab the mushroom and 2 extra cherries if you want them. And there we have it. The second one is still in the outdoor portion of the stage, so I'm just going to go ahead and get that right away. It's especially quick with Peach. So the one we want is this one. And this other mushroom is actually a little bit tricky to get, because we need to get up to that platform. But, yeah, usually what happens is that. You pretty much need to do a super jump on top of the falling log, and then the mushroom is right here, at the edge of the platform. But there's something else you can do with the second potion, or probably the first if you want to carry it that far. If we take this potion and carry it over to the right instead of the left, we can set it next to this pot here, which you normally can't enter, but if you try entering it when you're in the potion room, it becomes a warp zone. The first of the game warps you directly to World 4. So just checking here. We are now at 4-1. In 2-1, the potion is here. Go in, and the mushroom is there. You'll notice I said potion, not first potion. Yes, 2-1 only has 1 potion and 1 mushroom. I don't know why. If there's a second one, I certainly don't know where it could possibly be. But it is what it is. The first potion in 2-2 is this one right here. But the mushroom is over here, so you want to carry it a little farther to the right side. And be careful when exiting the potion room, because those Kobrats have a habit of trying to shoot you immediately. Anyway, moving on. The second potion in 2-2 is through this door here. You'll need to grab a bomb from this ledge, super jump up here unless you have Luigi, blow up that wall, watch out for the Shy Guys on the way over, and pick up the middle pickable item here. I'm still not sure what those things are actually called. There's a generic name for all of them. But there's your second mushroom, and again, watch out on the way out. Both of the potions in 2-3 are right at the start of the level. Here's the first one. Go a little bit back and drop it here. And there's the mushroom. For the second one, you'll need to catch a ride on a Bezo. And it's easier if you have somebody with better jumping capabilities. Luigi or Peach in her hover. And they don't seem to want to come down to a... let's see. Actually, can I just hover over there with Peach? Oh, that's one way to do it. Yeah, that's kind of a pain to get up there, but pick up this and drop it. And there we go. I actually learned something about the Bezos in this game that I didn't know before, which is that their interaction is actually a little bit glitchy. You slide off them and you're not supposed to, because they call the speed updating routine twice, but only the routine that actually updates the player's position when they're riding the sprite once. So, just a weird bug, I guess, that is subtle enough that it could be intended as a feature. Anyway, moving on. For 3-1, we'll get the warp zone first. Drop down this pit here and try to stick to the middle of the screen so that you can land on these ledges down here. And there's a secret door here. Well, sort of secret, I guess. It brings us to a cave with a whole lot of pickable items. The one we're after is the 6th one from the right, or 10th from the left if you prefer. Drop it next to this pot and enter it for a warp zone. This one warps us to World 5. And apparently the warp zone screen in the NES version was pretty featureless, just a black screen with some text. But yeah, now we're in 5-1. Yes, I'm standing on a vine in midair, what of it? Once we get to the sky part of 3-1, we can head left instead of right, and if we have Peach, we can hover over this pit to find a door. This gives us a shortcut directly to the boss. We'll get around to the mushrooms eventually. Blow up that wall, come up here, and we can see Birdo right down there. I like walking on ceilings. Anyway, go back across. Take out the Panzer if you like. And carefully make your way down to this ledge where the potion is here. And the mushroom is here. Make sure that space is clear and all that. Don't fall off the platform. Just come over here. Because again, the two potions are fairly close together. Ow. So, this potion. It requires a little bit of maneuvering because we want the left... Oh wow, the Panzer just respawned already. We want to place it somewhere around here because we need the left part of that ledge to be visible when we enter the potion room because that's where the mushroom drops. But we also can't take the potion up here because we can't carry it while climbing the ladder. So anyway, 3-1 has a lot of stuff to find actually. But we're done with it for now. Or forever, I suppose, whatever. For 3-2, you want to go all the way to the far right side of the top part of the level, pick up the left plant here, drop it wherever, and the mushroom will appear all the way at the edge. The second potion, conversely, is all the way at the left side of the bottom part of the level, in the area with the 4 porcupos. You'll need to blow up the wall blocking the right pit with that first plant there, and the potion is in the 4th one. The middle 2 are just rutabagas. You can grab the mushroom, and there we go. Okay, this is neither a potion nor a secret area, but for anyone who's interested in stupid things you can do in video games, here's another place where you can actually get yourself stuck. If you skip past Birdo without beating her, and then go over to these mushroom blocks and stack them in such a way so that the only gap in them has 2 stacked on top of each other, you can't get back up and you're stuck. I can't jump high enough. I could actually damage boost if I had 3 or more hearts, deliberately get hit by one of the eggs or fireballs and then use the extra height to get back up, but since I only have 2, that won't work. So yeah, again, the only way out is to suicide with the special code. You can't even jump through these blocks from below because for some reason they're solid. Could have sworn these blocks were always walked through, but or pass through, I guess, but I guess not. So yeah, just showing that off for anyone who cared. The potions in 3-3 are quick enough to get. They're both pretty much right at the beginning of the level. Pick up the rightmost plant here, and the mushroom is right on top of this post. You can also pick up the POW in the potion room if you want, and doesn't that door look silly floating in midair? So you can take the POW with you when you exit, and have an extra POW if you need it. Then just come inside, grab the second one here, and take it over to where the ladder is. Then the mushroom will be right up here. So yeah, that's 3-3, at least the mushrooms for it. The first mushroom in 4-1 is here in this rather precarious location. Watch out for flurries, and ice physics. Even that one tile wide gap there can be more deadly than you'd think when you're sliding around all the time. Pick up the mushroom. And I'm just going to continue through 4-1 because this level is really short. So the second mushroom and second potion are here. Right at the end of the first part of the level. Get the mushroom down here. Grab some coins if you want them. Don't slide off the edge. And there you have it. Okay, time for 4-2. And this one actually has 3 potions, because one of them is associated with the warp zone. The first 2 are both in this room with the whales. There's nothing interesting in the Bezo room. But to get the first potion, go a bit to the left of where you start out in this room. Grab the left plant here, and the mushroom is on the whale's tail. Be careful when getting that. Anyway, moving on. Skipping a lot of the platforming with Peach because she's OP. This is where the second potion is. If you don't care about the warp zone, you can just drop it somewhere around here and get 6 extra coins. But, since we're showing off the warp, we have to carry it quite a ways. Relatively speaking, anyway. So you can make that jump with Peach, or rather, hover over the gap. But with anyone else, well, I guess Luigi could probably make it too. But you can also backtrack like I did there. And enter that pot, and there's the warp zone. See, that one looks pretty conspicuous too because it doesn't have a bottom. Is that the only pot in the game that's like that? I'm not sure. But anyway, if we wanted to go to 6-1, we would. But we don't. We want to go to 4-3. The third potion and second mushroom in this level can actually be kind of tricky to get. What you want to do is grab that Shy Guy off the auto bomb, then quickly run over and grab that potion. Then duck while carrying the potion across the spikes on the auto bomb. Then come over here, and here's where the mushroom is. Yeah, that requires pretty precise timing to actually pull off correctly, especially with Peach, who's slow at picking things up. If you want a slightly easier but slower time, I'd suggest just throwing the Shy Guy onto the spikes and riding across that. It also doesn't help that sometimes after you pick up the Shy Guy off the Autobahn will just randomly turn around for some reason. I can only assume there's some sort of random timer involved. Seems like waiting until it's just about 2 tiles away from the little bone structure thing. It works. But anyway, there's that. The first potion in 4-3 is right at the beginning of the level. Grab it, and then go left. And the mushroom will be right up here. You have to run and jump a little bit if you're a character who doesn't have a good jump height. The second potion is in the castle top room. It's in between the first and second inside rooms. Come over to the left here, then jump across the top of the castle, and the mushroom will appear all the way on the right. Or the left once you get into the potion room, of course. "5-1 also has 3 potions, and the first one is once again at the beginning of the level. Though this one doesn't really seem to do anything. Like, it lets you get some extra coins, but that's it. No mushroom and no warp zone. So moving on. For the second potion and first mushroom, you want to get up to this 3x2 platform here. The other plant there is a 1-up if you want it. The mushroom will spawn down here, or actually it'll spawn way in the air at the height of that other platform, and then drop down, for reasons. The third potion and second mushroom, like the previous third potion we had, requires a few steps. First, you want to super jump up here. Make sure you time it so that the platform's still at the top of the waterfall. Then come down here after going across the ceiling and pick up this mushroom block. Then pick this up and drop it. The mushroom spawns up there, so if you hadn't picked up that mushroom block, then the mushroom would have nowhere to go. Or rather, it would just stay up there and you'd be out of luck. So 5-2 is weird when it comes to its mushrooms. The first one's easy enough. Go into this pot, blow up the floor, and then go down here. Switch for the porky pose to get out of the way. And pick up the potion. Make sure you're holding Y the whole time. Don't let go or you'll accidentally drop it early. You know, the standard. So the mushroom goes here. And you can't get back up to the door, so we'll just wait out the timer. So, the second mushroom. There's only one potion in the level, but there are 2 mushrooms. For reasons. So what we have to do to get the second one is go back into the pot and pick up the potion again. And once we have the potion, we'll need to carry it quite a ways. It helps to have Peach for this because she can skip a lot of the platforming, but if you don't have her, you might be in for some rough times. So this platform is where we want to put it, because there's the other mushroom. Yeah. I don't know if that was deliberate, as far as like an intentional design choice, or an oversight, and maybe one of those, or one of these was supposed to be a potion, and they placed the wrong object or something. I don't know, it's weird, is what it is. So we'll actually get the potions in 5-3 a little bit out of order. We're ignoring that ledge up there for now. We'll come back to it in a bit, but let's get the first mushroom first. We want to go over here to where this group of 5 plants is, and dodge all these bob-ombs, because this part of the level still kind of sucks. Grab the leftmost one of that, and here's our mushroom. And now we can backtrack to see what was on that ledge we missed. Again, dodging all the bob-ombs. So I said during the main Let's Play that we'd want to ride an albatross up there. Well, upon testing, that turned out to be even more of a pain in the butt than it looks like it would be. But there is an alternative method, and we want to get one of these bob-ombs down here. And have it not blow up on us like an idiot. Come on, you guys were all too happy to spawn when I was not needing you. There we go, super jump off the bob-omb, and that'll give us enough height to get up here, and find our 4th and final warp zone of the game. And you can probably guess where it's going, too. This one takes us to World 7. So yeah, I guess if you wanted to do a similar thing like you can do in the original Super Mario Bros. Where you skip most of the game, in this game that would be warp to World 4 and then from there go to 6 or either... I don't know. I don't use warp zones a lot. I'd have to figure out an optimal route, but either way, that's how you get to that warp zone. For the second mushroom, we need to come to this part of the level. There are 3 bob-ombs here, and we need to use one of them to blow up this wall, and take a hit, because why the heck not? I mean, we'll get our hits back anyway when we get the mushroom. We come up here, pick up the middle plant here, because the other 2 are just bob-ombs and won't serve any purpose for us. Get those guys out of the way. And drop the door there, and the mushroom spawns right next to us. But wait, there's more. If we continue through the level, I guess I could have just blown up that wall, but whatever. We can get to the second room, and we have another thing that we can blow up. Again, we'll have to be careful with our timing. That didn't get it? Okay. Well, I blew up something, myself. Yeah, this is kind of a pain to do. That really looked like it should have blown that up. There we go. Come down here, and we have a 4th potion. Yeah, this level has the most of any of them. But this one doesn't really get us anything except coins, and only 5 of them at that. We already got both mushrooms, we already found the warp zone. Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of weird. This level's kind of weird anyway. Also, if we need to get out, here's a bomb. Now what are the rest of these? Rutabagas. And a stopwatch because we got our 5th. Anyway, moving on to World 6. For the first potion in 6-1, we'll need to go down this pot. It's the first one you come across in this level. It's over the big quicksand pit at the beginning. I guess you can't miss it, really. Find some solid ground to set it on. And get the mushroom before it sinks out of sight. So the second potion isn't too far away. Just get past all the cobrats and all that. Again, having Peach really helps. And we get to this part with all these cacti, or cactuses. Pick up the potion, don't put it anywhere yet. Okay, so I took a hit, whatever. We're gonna get our hits back again. You want to carry it over to where the door is, and set it somewhere here. The mushroom appears in the only place it's not covered up by a plant. So yeah, we have all 4 hearts at a time when we probably don't need them as badly as we would have. But there we go. Now here's something kind of silly you can do with the 6-1 boss battle. Presumably it would work for any Green Birdo battle, so 5-1, 6-2, and 7-1 also. We want to take these mushroom blocks and throw them all off screen. And then when we go to find them, where'd all our mushroom blocks go? Yeah, if you throw them off screen, the sprite part of it despawns because it went off screen, but also it doesn't create a new block because it went off screen. So now we can't finish the level because we have nothing to attack this Birdo with. What is it with this game and getting yourself stuck by doing really stupid things? Like, admittedly, this and the 3-2 one weren't as bad as the 2 I showed off in the actual playthrough, but still, I don't remember this coming up in any other Mario game I've played. I don't know, it's just kind of silly, I guess. Anyway. Okay, to get the one and only potion in 6-2, we have to super jump up here, and the potion is right there. And the mushroom is right there. Fair warning with this one, you don't get another Albatos to carry you through the rest of the level, so you're gonna have to take this one and ride all the way back to the beginning. Or die, but if you die, you'll go back to the beginning anyway. So basically, you'll have to deal with some backtracking either way. Yeah, there's the one that we would have taken at the beginning of the level. If there's a way to get past the rest of the level without backtracking after getting the potion, I'm not aware of it. Okay, time for 6-3, and this time we're starting off with the secret. If you jump into this quicksand pit here and keep holding left, eventually you'll start going through the wall. Now you'll want to keep jumping so you don't sink into the quicksand to your death, but keep doing this, and eventually we get to the other side, where there is a door. Enter the door, and we're up in the clouds. Go back to the left, and we're at this part of the level, where we can skip right to the boss. Pretty nifty little shortcut there. Not that you need it that badly, since 6-3 is honestly pretty easy, but it's there. The second potion is in this area with all the destroyable walls. You want to blow up these. And I guess if you want some extra coins, you can also blow up that wall down there, but it's not necessary just to get the mushroom. This is the potion. Put it wherever you feel like. Come down here, and here's the mushroom. Both of the potions for 7-1 are found in this first area of the level. We'll need to backtrack a bit for the first one, grab it off the pillar there, and set it down on this green platform. And there's our mushroom. For the second one, we need to continue to the right of the level, and enter this area. Pick up the third plant from the right, and that gives us our potion, and there's our mushroom. For some reason, at least last I checked, the map for this level didn't show this mushroom, but I don't know why that is. It's there. Anyway, only one level to go. Just for kicks, here's another way you can get stuck during a Green Birdo battle. Throw your only mushroom block under the Hawkmouth. You can't pick it back up. I actually did this one completely by accident, but it's kind of silly either way. In 7-2, the two potions are on two separate paths. It is possible to get both of them in one run-through of the level. I did it during my regular playthrough if you didn't see already. It just takes a while because you have to backtrack through a lot of level. If you take the path at the beginning that leads down, you can get to this door. And inside here we find a room with 5 pillars and our first potion. Or second, if you did it in the other order. Grab the mushroom there, and there we have it. If you take the path that leads right, eventually you'll reach this room. You know, the one with a zillion sparkies. Or sparks, I guess they're technically called. If you want to progress in the level, you'd go to the right, but go to the left instead, and we get to this door, which takes us outside the castle. We can pretty much ignore those ladders for now, just drop straight down, left side of the screen, and we find another ladder, which leads to another door. Enter this, and we come to this room with 4 pillars, which we got a preview of earlier along the path. There's the potion, the last potion of the game, and there's the last mushroom of the game. So, that is how you get all of the potions and mushrooms in Super Mario Bros. 2. Unless there's some that I have no clue about, but those are definitely all the ones that I'm aware of, so if I missed anything, feel free to say so in the comments, and I'll keep it in mind. For that is pretty much everything I want to show as far as extras go. Again, if you can think of anything else, leave a comment. But for now, I am officially done with Super Mario Bros. 2. So I will see you next project.